Hey, watch out, world, it's the spider domination. Boom! What's up, Maybe Hip? It's Kevin Reeder. We're doing a Chicago comedy. We're at I.O. Chicago, world famous I.O. Chicago. And we're gonna be doing a show, we're filming a show for the Cupid Players. The show title exactly is called Cupid Has a Heart On, A Musical Guide to Relationships. And we'll be filming stuff backstage, and we'll be filming the show while it's going on. And we're gonna sit down with some of the cast and crew members of the show, and we're gonna see what happens. Cool.
Three couples? There's a lot of extra.
Yep, so it's okay.
Touch him somewhere at the end.
Yeah, really good. You can feel free to. The
Oh, to get off.
Some kind of contact.
Okay.
It seems to be
Bark like a hippo too.
Oh, sorry. Running orders. Who needs a running order? Who's the running order tonight? It's different. Whoever. There's people missing tonight. Just people missing for the next 4 months.
How
could you cheapen this number? I mean, you got a fat guy in his underwear jump. Playing a super. Let's try it. It was super gay.
Get down on the fucking dance floor. You can start it a bonfire. Come on. Set your clothes for.
I mean, it's a different song, but it's funny as hell.
It's hilarious for the right reasons. The one night stand sharing it with the girlfriend versus the gay friend. It's just a different vibe. I know, I agree.
It's two set gags, the price is one.
dial your boss and said you're blowing for a raise. And then the bartender cut you off, cause you flashed your boobs in his face. And then we went to Barley Corn. We hate that part. Where you punched a chick in the face. And then we went to White Castle, where you ate a whole crepe cake.
Is there someone special? Would you like to talk to our minorities? The minority section of our group?
Anybody and everybody.
Come on, let's go find a minority. Here, out! We have a minority. They would like to interview you.
Oh, jeez. Just because you're a minority.
The third pilot has 3 cards. Fourth pilot has 4 cards. The fifth pilot has 5 cards.
Does it change from week to week, month to month? How often does it change?
It changes yearly because what we do is we write every year we write a brand new show, perform it somewhere else, and then bring in 2 or 3 of those best pieces into this show and cycle things out.
Cool.
So this show, even though this show has been going on for a long time, it changes yearly, and we still write new material every year.
This is a love song. One and done, in and out. And I'm sending
Gonna
it
eat you
out
like
to
some
you.
sauerkraut.
This is a love song.
Gonna put it in your mouth.
And this song, baby, is long. Get the love song.
Words you want to talk about?
Words?
Yeah, words.
What words? What's the question? You ask me a question, and then I'll give you some words. Do you have any words?
The reason why you did it, the reason why you started the Cupid Players, just because of musical.
There wasn't any musical scene. There was very little music scene in the improv and sketch community, and I'm a pianist, and I always geek out about musicals and stuff. And I just had this idea one day: what happens if all the sketches, written satirical vignettes, not improv but sketches, moved to song? The reason we moved to song is because we're so emotionally moved that we can no longer communicate just by using language. You know, dialogue. We're talking. We're so moved. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad at Hipster. When I saw your cameras, I'd have to go to this fantastical place.
These are the things I wish I loved. Sushi, jazz, and you.
This is
There's intermission. It's going to be 10 minutes in between the first act and the second act. So we're backstage catching the scene.
We're gonna pull you.
I should be able to say, I went a little downstage and tried you, and I noticed you, and then...
Got it. Okay.
Do you find it as accurate as?
I mean, does my shit not sound awesome out there?
It does. It does.
When you want your wing.
10 years ago, a lot of it was the context is skewed because it's Wrigleyville at 10:30, but it was the voice that came out of the troupe was drinking, and hooking up, and all that shit. And now it's about babies and responsibility and maturity. So now these
really
people went
grown.
from the 20s now in their mid 30s. Now they're thinking different things. So the context is different, So that's very interesting. But I mean, what you see tonight is the numbers that we picked over the 10 years of material that we created. This is for a white, late night drinking crowd. So it's smart poo-poo versus just poo-poo for the sake of poo-poo,
Can I tell you about my bulging vulva? It is a many-layered mystery.
Can I tell you about my throbbing horse cock? Can use it as a towel rack or a doorstop.
Celebrate your privates, share them with the world, embrace them and love them. Every boy